So your starting lineup one more time for the singles kickoff for France. WU23 on 2 Lennon, 4 Jude, 7 Vicky Broto, 9 Hawa Sagar, 13 Jake.
Head, calm presence in the squad, and she's returning from ankle injury, so Manchester City will be looking forward to having her back consistently in the starting lineup. But I'm sure she's going to have an enormous impact tonight. And she proved that, didn't she, against Barcelona in the Champions League with an assist and a goal. Very important.
Yes, a player that scored on her Champions League debut against Barcelona. Not many players can say they've scored against Barcelona. The two captains then, Missy Kearns, England's captain this evening, and Fazia, the captain for France, plays her football for Paris Saint-Germain. Quite a few of these French players play for those two giant clubs in France, Lyon and PSG. What are we expecting ahead of this one then, Karen?
Well, I think both of these sides are very, very talented. We'll see a lot of technical quality. I think we'll see a lot of attacking threat from France, the likes of Béchot, as you've alluded to. Not so sure about the positional discipline from France, so I think it'll be a very transitional game.
And so both sets of players take the knee ahead of this to show the message loud and clear. There's no room for racism in football. And Isabel Goodwin gets England underway then, looking to get back to winning ways after a disappointing result up against Germany last week. This young England side, plenty of players that play in the top tier of women's football, the WSL and the Championship as well, testing themselves against the very best that this young French side has to offer. The England drums and trumpet already sounding around the Lameck Stadium here in Stevenage. Good pressing there from England, and won back well by Denton. Came up through the Arsenal Academy, but now plays at West Ham as France win it back. Up to Isabel Goodwin, lays it off really well to Missy Kearns. She finds Missy Goodwin, can't quite keep it in. Missy Goodwin, player that scored against Chelsea when Leicester drew with the league leaders. Pretty impressive goal that for her. As Taya Goldie tries to poke it back to Lazelle, really calm play there from England's centre-back, picked up by Béchot. Surging forward, that's a good run from Béchot. Blue shirts in the box, and the first corner goes to France, Karen.
That's a great block by Anouk Denton. You can see the pace already there from Vicky Béchot. She'll definitely be a threat all night.
On your screen, Emma Coates, the England head coach, appointed in February 2023, 2 years in charge. Before this, she was under-19s manager. It's in fact gone out for a goal kick. Ricocheted off the French forward before going out of play. She's also got assistant managers in Gemma Davis and very experienced lioness Anita Asante as well, to bring all that experience and knowledge to the side. A player that you played alongside, Karen?
Yes, I did. She's a fantastic player, Anita Asante, and an even better human being. So just to know that she's in there role modeling all of this for the young lionesses brings a smile to my face.
That's a loose pass picked up by Katie Robinson, couldn't quite thread it through to Isabel Goodwin. 5 senior caps, Katie Robinson, vice captain this evening, so bringing a little bit of experience to this young England side. again forward for Besho. Hannah Quinn. Up to the captain, Fazia. Well won back again by Denton.
France is certainly going to be asking a lot of questions of England tonight with the way their midfield and the attack just is so fluid in their movement.
Up to Sangare, French number 9. Couldn't quite keep the ball in play, and it'll be a goal kick again for England. Good turnout here for a bitterly cold Tuesday night. That is the excitement though around this England side, the youth sides and the senior side as well. I believe there's going to be around 50,000 at Wembley tomorrow for England-Spain.
We never used to get crowds like this. It was literally one man and his dog at our under-21s or 19 fixture, so it's certainly a sight to see.
The women's game always growing as it's back with Rendell, Southampton goalkeeper, joined Saints in January. France back in possession, their goalkeeper Petitot. Good pressing from Missy Beaukerns. France just tempting the press. One back by the captain. Goes back to Taya Goldie. England playing with the same back line. Denton, Goldie, Lozelle and Morris. Morris, a player that I watched come on against Arsenal in the North London derby, a really tough game for Tottenham, but she acquitted herself really well in the closing stages of that game, looked really solid up against the likes of Mariona Caldente. On the ball now, Morris, steaming forward.
I like the aggression, the way she wants to get forward. It's just that last little bit of control, isn't it? And that's what you learn at this level. You understand what it's like to play against other top international players.
Nice little turn from Vicky Besho. Plays for Lyon, the very top of French football and European football. She's a player that all these England players will be looking at, thinking she will be a threat this evening.
I think both these teams are just searching for that control, aren't they? Kind of looking where the space is.
Here comes Besho again, just pushing off Morris. The stronger in that challenge, and it is a corner now for France.
Strong challenge, that.
So the first corner then for France. And it is Hannah Quinn who will take this. First moment for England's goalkeeper Rendell to really show what she's about, command her box. Blocked by Kearns. French captain Fazia will try and keep it alive. And she's done well there. That's cool though from Naomi Lozelle. As you mentioned, Karen, missing with that ankle injury, but she started her life at Manchester City very strongly, and you feel she'll be a player that will be playing a lot for them.
Oh, exceptionally well indeed. Like I said, she has a calm presence. She's an intelligent head on those young shoulders, that's for sure. And she was so happy to get and join the attack, as that she can step into the midfield as well. She can play right back. She's got that versatility, but I think the mindset she has is very impressive for someone her age.
That's a nice pass in for Katie Robinson, in behind here. Strong run from her, trying to pick out Miss Isabel Goodwin. Good moment there for England. Really strong run from Katie Robinson.
It's fantastic. The way she picks it up and runs it, she progresses with the ball. She's so quick, and then there's Izzy Goodwin onto it. She's very, very sharp and alert. But we knew that's where the space was going to be, in behind those French fullbacks. So more of that, please.
5 goals in her last 5 championship starts. Isabel Goodwin for London City Lionesses, one of those teams at the top end of the championship. So tight at the Women's Championship at the moment in terms of that one automatic and only promotion place. No playoffs, of course. Sangare won't be able to latch onto that one.
Yeah, it is really, really exciting at the top of that championship table.
And the level, I think, as well, between some of the best players in the championship and some of the players in teams in the WSL, particularly in the lower edges of the table, is quite similar. The likes of Isabel Goodwin, I suspect we'll see her in the WSL, whether that's with her current club or another club at some point soon.
No, indeed. I think the way she covers ground is really impressive to me. I mean, you don't see many direct forwards like her these days, so I think she would complement any team in the WSL.
Getcha coming forward for France. Sangare and Besho in the box. And that's a really good ball across that corridor of uncertainty. Besho unable to keep that alive, but another good ball in from the wings. And ahead of this game, Emma Coates spoke about that German game, the game against Germany, sorry, and said that there was a few moments that her team wanted to work on in terms of allowing crosses from wide, and that's something that you won't want to see.
No, exactly. I think we watched that game, didn't we, on Thursday, and we could see that fullbacks just need to get a little bit closer to the wingers to deny those crosses. But it was well left, I have to say, by Kayla Rendell. When the ball gets whipped in like that, sometimes even just an attempt on a touch can deflect it into the path of an on-rushing attacker. And yeah, it was good awareness to let that run out of play.
France with a throw in then. It's with their captain. Into Sangare. A nice block, but the ball's again put across that corridor of uncertainty. And oh, that was a little bit of a hairy moment for Naomi Lizelle, but she did well to put it the wrong side of the post.
No, indeed, a good lifted ball in. And that back stick is always troublesome. But again, it's just illustrates the need for that awareness from these full-back positions, always checking your shoulders.
So another French corner, although our referee wanting to have a word with the players in the penalty area, make sure there's no fouls going on. In-swinging corner over everyone in the end, and out for a goal kick.
Again, just a couple warning signs there. Is I think a lot of the England defenders were kind of fixated on the ball and didn't see that Vicky Besho ran off the back shoulder and was all by herself. So thank goodness that ball didn't get through.
Goal kick will be taken by Naomi Lizelle. England playing out from the back, and they've given it away here. And the long-range effort sails over the bar, but England looking a little nervy.
I think this is going to be a bit of a cat and mouse for the next few minutes. You can see that the way France are pressing with those two forwards, that obviously England want to play through the midfield, but if you're going to do that, you need to be really, really tidy.
Worth a chance from there as it opened up for her. Had a very successful season, England under-23s last year, under their manager, Emma Coates. And that's a really well-worked forward pass. Morris into Robinson, cut out though.
That's much better. Yeah, much better in terms of playing out.
Goodwin holds it up well to Robinson. Works space for the shot and first corner for England. In fact, here's a goal kick again. I keep seeing corners, Karen.
Well, there were several deflections there, and we'll see here. We'll get to the bottom of it. No, I think that, to me, that should have been a corner. I won't hold it against you, Flo. But again, that's, you know, Katie Robinson's very, very dangerous in those areas in terms of creating that separation. She likes to go 1v1 to try to get her some space to get those balls in the box.
Long from Petitot, flicked on by Goodwin. Béchot. In fact, Sangare, that's a fair challenge according to the referee. From Simons. Maisie Simons. Plays her football for Brighton. France win it back, though, with their captain. England on the back foot. Béchot driving to the byline. Another ball across the face of goal. Another dangerous delivery.
Indeed, indeed. And again, France are just slowly pushing numbers forward through the midfield. I think in that situation there, off the back post, Judith Croquette was kind of slowly moving forward to join in the attack. You just see a couple of the players now out of possession, having a couple conversations about who's tracking who's runner, which is good. They know, they're aware.
Looks like England again will try and play it out from the back. Tempt the French in, and then that's a good pass actually from Rendell, but Morris with some defending to do now. Good intricate play from the French. Sangare waiting in the penalty area. Only half cleared by Missy Kearns, and another long-range effort from Hannekin.
You know, to be fair, this is good. They're working things out. I mean, it's not, it needs to be a better clearance there in better areas to avoid any sort of danger, but in terms of recognizing where the outlets are, I think England are starting to understand that they're gonna have to play a bit wider to kind of shift this French block.
Robinson unable to flick that ball on. Goodwin up against Diaz. Well, one back by the centre-half. Got one senior appearance for the French national side. Diaz, very hard to get in that French senior side. Good pressing from Goodwin.
What a great tackle that was. She's so brave. She just presses when she's out of possession. I love that, because I think it sets a tone, you know, for the French. They're not going to have time on the ball.
Denton knocks it out for a throw-in for France. Gutcher to take into Béchot. England's centre-half, Taya Goldie, follows her all the way. Really good, strong defending from Goldie. And that's one ball lost. Goodwin holds the ball up well. Simons behind the press. France have it back though with Diaz. Last time as Goodwin comes forward. Slides it in to Missy Goodwin, and the two Goodwins combine.
Oh,
Flag is up for offside.
that was so unfortunate. It's a great little combination centrally. Good little connection there from Izzy to Missy Goldwyn. Or Goodwin even, sorry.
Yes, 2 Goodwins. Number 9 is Izzy Goodwin, plays for London City Lionesses. Number 11 is Missy Goodwin, plays for Leicester. Karen, you and I did England-Portugal, the senior England women's team on Friday, and Portugal, they had 3 silvers, didn't they?
They did, and a few Gomez's.
Yeah. England, of course, playing at Wembley tomorrow against Spain. First time they're coming up against the world champions after they lost them in the World Cup final. France throw as we approach the 20-minute mark. England with a couple of half chances made by Isabelle Goodwin, but not too much in terms of testing the French goalkeeper. France looking the more threatening. One back by England's captain. Good slide-in challenge by Simmons. Morris now will pass the halfway line. White shirts in front of her. Opts instead to keep the ball, finds Robinson. Ball around the corner. Really good work there to get it back across to Goodwin.
Zel's done really well to step in there and kind of force play back, and she stepped into the midfield on Besho and just kind of pushed her back and nullified any sort of danger. So really, really good in terms of awareness there.
Gotcha. Back with Rastocle, plays for Montpellier. Most of these French players play in the French league, of course. Managed Doncaster Rovers Bells ahead of this before she joined the England setup. Works closely with Serena Wiegman. Something that they're trying to do at the FA is get the under-23s and the senior side working together. I believe they went on a training camp to Marbella. A lot of seamless transitions between the sides, so that if you do get promoted to the senior side, you know exactly how to fit in, Karen.
No, it's crucial that those relationships and those partnerships are built off the pitch as well, because you can see, you know, with a team that hasn't played together, the timing is off, the triggers, the movement. So having that ability to know someone and their strengths and who they are as a person and how to communicate is really important. So it makes sense for that integration.
England trying to clear. That's good work by Robinson. Started very brightly, the Aston Villa forward. Pressure from Sangare. Simmons is in there, really good play from her. She's robbed though by the French captain. And that shot watched all the way by Rendell. As a goalkeeper, you want that, don't you? A ball straight out that you can catch and just give you a bit of confidence. That's a really good pass, though, from Isabelle Goodwin into Missy Goodwin. Defender touched tight to her, but she's still going. Good defending in the end, though, by France.
You know, and Missy's done that really well for Leicester this season so far as well. Really happy to see her get forward. But I like this budding relationship between Izzy Goodwin and Missy Goodwin.
Denton. Bodies across the box, plays it through. And blocked just in time by Diaz. Good moment there, though. For England, a bit of a scrap in the box, but France get it clear.
Referee's letting him play.
This was a very good ball across, though, wasn't it?
It was. That's exactly that in-box cross that you're looking for. A nice little pullback into those central areas where you expect that number 9, Izzy Goodwin, to be.
On the ball again, Goodwin, holding it up as every number 9 ought to. Slipsies, I give away the throw in there. She's the top goal scorer, as I said, in the championship. Into double figures. That was Diaz.
You can see that England are just trying to get into this mid-block and keep France from playing through the middle into some of their arguably most dangerous players, force them around the England block, make it really uncomfortable for them to get any sort of control in the game. It's been a bit give and take so far, hasn't it, Flo?
Yep, England still looking for their first meaningful chance on goal, but they're coming forward now. The space on this left-hand side for Goodwin. Into the penalty area, wraps her right foot around it. Comfortable save for Petitot, but a good moment for England.
It is, again, coming centrally out to Missy Goodwin here on this left side for England. And she takes that lovely little touch and unfortunately just can't get quite enough on it. I would have loved to see a bit of a reverse shot as well across the other side of the goalkeeper, because I don't think she would have been expecting that either, but good signs in terms of England getting forward.
And I believe that will go down as England's first shot on target. Goldie into Denton. McLaughlin using her strength, one of the few England players that doesn't play in England, plays for Rangers.
That was good from McLaughlin, indeed, in terms of protecting the ball, understanding where the space is, switching the play quickly, and then joining back in central areas.
Katie Robinson trying to chase down that back pass, but Diaz clears well. Out again with Gotcha. Her ball forward for Fazia. Good defending from Taya Goldie, just spotted the line of the pass and ran across it to intercept. Into the feet of Robinson, tried to flick it on. Referee happy with the challenge. Coquette.
This is an interesting game. It is just literally two teams trying to feel each other out. And England trying to understand when to press, when not to press, how to do it in an organized fashion so you're not chasing in isolation. I think that was better from Izzy Goodwin in that situation. But we did see a big shift, you know, about a minute or two ago with Missy Goodwin really driving across the pitch to put pressure on. And I think we saw against Germany Thursday as the ball transitions here.
That's poorly given away, and Vicky Besho with the effort. Again, straight down the throat of Randall.
That's a great turn from Vicky Besho, but comfortable for Kayla Rendell in the end.
As I said, a very experienced player. Besho has scored at the World Cup. Doesn't get too many minutes for Lyon, but very hard to get in that Lyon side. Again, good pressure from Goodwin. One black, though, by Rastoklan. Ball in behind for Sangare. And Taylor Goldie only able to put it out for a corner.
And France really threatening down this left side for England. Really pushing Fazia forward. Besho and Sangare. What a great combination, a duo. They are very threatening.
How will England deal with this corner then? Well, those players bunched up around the penalty spot. Fazia to take. High delivery towards the back post, and the header off the woodwork, I believe. Comes in again. Goldie with the clearance. And Denton will run it out for England. France coming close to the opener. Denton, nice run from the left back and into that channel for Robinson. Good pace shown by the Villa forward. Come out onto this left side. Kearns, a little loose in her touch, and Sangare plays it back in field. Hannah Quinn. Again, really good. My Besho, she's looking like the best player on the pitch so far.
No, she really is. She looks very, very confident, very comfortable. Again, so much fluidity in this French attack. England really have to be careful and cognizant about conserving their energy. But here's that cross, that corner. What a fantastic header that was from Jade Rasticley. Rattling the post. France coming closest. That's a poor giveaway. Besho in the penalty area. Her ball across goal intercepted, and that will be a certain foul. Sangare on Naomi Lazare. I often wonder at times, you know, when you're trying to work on a philosophy, you're trying to execute the game plan, the game model, but sometimes you need to think of other ways of solving the problem, and threading those tight passes, playing those risky balls is a part of, you know, the England DNA, but at the right moments.
Hooked away. Sangare, challenged by Simons. France on the attack once again. Well cut out by Tottenham's Morris, but she's given it straight to Besho, who's managed to keep the ball in. So calm on the ball. Morris stays with her though. Lemuel. Again, good pressure from Isabel Goodwin, just forcing that hurried pass, which is straight into the gloves of the England goalkeeper.
Yeah, that was definitely unorthodox. You could see that, you know, the rest of the French players were looking to stretch the pitch, make it wide, go through the build-up, and that consistent pressure from Izzy Goodwin just put the French defender off. I like what I've seen from Izzy so far.
Back pass from Lazales, dealt with by Rendell.
You can see this interchange of wingers as well, as Missy Goodwin tucks around, but Katie Robinson's getting a lot of success on that right side. I'd like to see more of it.
Diaz deals with that ball well. France work it out. One back by Denton. England unable to get their foot on the ball and have a sustained spell of possession the past 5 minutes or so.
The ideas are there. I'm seeing what they're trying to do. I think it's difficult when you're not consistently together as a team as often either.
That's well one back. Robinson. England playing in a tight area. Morris back to Rendell.
I just need a few more runners in behind to keep stretching the pitch. I think that's where we could have had Missy Goodwin on her bike down that left-hand side for England, dropping the French back line off. Just a bit of a missed opportunity there.
Ella Morris back in field to McLaughlin. batter from England, holding on to the ball. French chasing shadows. Rendell just pausing. Something you often see nowadays, Karen, in terms of goalkeepers, just waiting for the attackers to come to them and press them. Sometimes you see goalkeepers standing with their foot on the ball for a couple of minutes or so. This looks promising for England, though. Missy Beaukern's coming forward, the captain. Robinson to her right. She slides it out to the right back, Morris. Goodwin gets there, and the move doesn't really work out in the end, but England do have a corner from it.
It's just that final little pass. You see some good build-up play through the back, through the central third. Some good wide combinations, some good central combinations to the half space, but it's just those little connections, the final pass, it's just not quite coming off for England at the minute. But they're still in it.
And a chance from this corner as well. Aston Villa's Missy Beaukern's to take as the referee. Megan Wilson just has her words with the players. Bit of a height difference between McLaughlin and the goalkeeper, the French goalkeeper. Flat delivery cleared at the first post. Morris back out to Kearns. That's a good looking delivery, and Isabel Goodwin bundles it in after the initial header was saved. England in front, and it is Isabel Goodwin. First start for England under 23s, and she's got her side in front.
I'm absolutely buzzing for Isabel Goodwin. I think that's so much what she brings from the championship. And what a great ball in here. It's lovely shaped in. And the thing I love is the determination from Izzy to kind of stay with the ball, be brave, get her head on it, and follow it in. That determination is huge. But what a terrific ball in the box from Missy Beaukern. Great vision to understand where the most dangerous areas are. And like I say, that run and that bravery from Isabel Goodwin to get across the keeper, to not give up on it. It's got England 1-0 up. Great to see.
10 minutes to go till the break, and it's England 1, France 0. Really well taken goal by Isabel Goodwin. Good pressure from Denton. Goodwin tried to thread it through. Missy Goodwin now chasing a lost cause in the end. Goal kick for France. England have scored in each of their last 5 games. They're not having any problems in front of goal. Just need to keep clean sheets as well.
I mean, to be fair to England, I think their opposition has been really tough, hasn't it? You know, the likes of Germany, Netherlands, France, Spain. It's certainly not been an easy ride.
McLaughlin on the halfway line finds Robinson. England playing with a bit of panache now.
Very multicultural flow.
Is panache a French word?
I don't know, but I like
Panache?
it.
Flicked on to Goodwin. Kearns just caught Rasto play.
I like the bit of edge now that I'm feeling from England. I think you can feel a bit of a change in the atmosphere as well in the stadium. What I'd like to see is just a continuation of doing the things that are working. And getting the ball out wide, early balls into the area, runs.
Diaz. Into Besho. Lazelle's there with her. Good teamwork, 2 England defenders just smothering the ball. Back Germany. Denton back to Lozelle. And we spoke about Lozelle, a player that might have her sights set on that Euros squad come the summer, especially depending on how Alex Greenwood's fitness is.
No, indeed. I think she just needs to get a few more minutes under her belt at Manchester City. She's obviously struggled with that ankle injury, probably kept her out a little bit longer than everyone was anticipating. But yeah, it's great to see her back on the pitch and in the squad and up against some top opposition in Vicky Becho.
Yes, a real challenge for her this evening. And that's what Emma Coates wants for her side, to face the best players at this level. She said that ahead of the game. There is Becho, dispossessed though by Lozelle. She wins that battle on that occasion. It's long from Rendell.
The French midfield's been fairly non-existent.
It's a nice ball from McLaughlin, and look at the pace of Robinson, but Diaz a couple of yards ahead of her. Back with Petito.
The thing I really like about Katie Robinson, she's such a powerful runner. She covers ground so quickly, and she's leading from the front. She's helping organize. You can see here she's looking to screen any sort of passes into central areas, trying to keep the play wide. And that allows England to get back into shape and usher the French attack wherever they want.
The long ball's gone all the way through to Vicky Becho. Flag up, though, against the French forward, offside. Free kick for England.
And that's that danger, isn't it? That direct ball over the top. England are brave, trying to keep a high line, and with the pace of Sangari and Becho, you always have to have one eye on the ball and an understanding where the space is. You know, can Ella Morris get round a little bit more? It's kind of slow sort of progression to the ball with her body.
Well controlled by Denton. Back to Rendell, pressured by Sangare. Goes up to Robinson. Wonderful play.
She's done well.
Really nice play from England here. Morris. One-touch passing.
Oh, that's lovely.
This is nice from England. Katie Robinson now in the penalty area. Tries to pull it across goal rather than shoot. And then France get away with that, but England looking the more threatening now going forward. Vicky Becho, though, takes it on the half turn. Lozelle stays with her. And Naomi Lozelle does well to hold her up. Denton and Goodwin. It's a good-looking ball across. Goldie with the headed clearance.
Again, it's so transitional. Like, I'm finding it difficult to even come in because the ball's always near the edge of the area, isn't it, Flo?
Cleared out by Denton. Really nice moment just then for England. And I wonder if Katie Robinson would have been better to shoot on that opportunity.
Yeah, selfishly probably would have been, but I think the idea was there. Again, she understands where the dangerous areas are. It's just that timing of the recognizing the trigger, the timing of the run arriving into the area. But what I really liked was the central combination that drew the French center back into midfield, which created that space to run into. That's what I want to see more of.
Lena Gotcha, the right back, she's 25 years old. You are allowed a couple of players over 23 in the squad. Doesn't quite cut the mustard at the senior level. Plays for Dijon.
Well done.
In her club football.
That's very clever.
It's a bit of a Labour joke in the end, Karen.
Well, I liked it.
Approaching half-time then, England leading through that Isabel Goodwin goal. Sangare. Well won by Goldie, throwing for France.
Can England ride out this wave of French momentum? Again, just being really disciplined in the game state. 43 minutes. Just manage this French enthusiasm. Be really disciplined in your decision-making and the positions that you take up. Screening any passes into the likes of Sangare.
Missy Goodwin crowded out by 2 blue shirts. Kearns comes away with it though. That's well worked by England. Plenty of space out on that right-hand side. McLaughlin. Out to Katie Robinson. White shirts flooding forward for England. Round the corner for Morris. And that's a really good challenge by Diaz. Clears downfield, but another promising England attack right at the end of this first half.
I think England recognized that the French were throwing numbers in to press and kind of keep England locked in, and recognized the space was going to be on the opposite side, so really well worked to get it through the midfield and on the opposite side very quickly.
Into Goodwin. Sets it back, and this white shirt's in the box. Besho trying to steam forward, but again, good defending from Taya Goldie, and that centre-half pairing of Lizelle and Goldie looked pretty solid, Karen.
It did, it did. Recognizing who's going to stay, who's going to cover, and even the start position from Kayla Rendell for the back pass and the composed pass back into midfield, which she's got nice controlled possession. I thought that was really well dealt with.
60 seconds on the end of this first half then in terms of stoppage time.
Again, this is clever from England, just taking the enthusiasm out, taking the time for the throw. Well managed.
Denton into Missy Goodwin. A forward pass intercepted, and France got a chance for one last attack. Coquette tries to play it forward for Sangare. Naomi Lizelle just blocking that run.
Great block. Again, that's that intelligent head on those young shoulders. She recognized Sangare was running into that central area and just managed to get a body across to delay any sort of threat.
And there is the half-time whistle then. After 45 minutes, England lead through Isabel Goodwin's goal. A wonderful delivery from Missy Kearns. Goodwin got a header to it. Keeper saved it, but she followed it in. Her first goal, the first start for England under-23s. After that, England looked pretty confident going forward. They had a couple of half chances. France did hit the post at one point, but at half-time it is England 1, France 0. England deserving of their lead at the break, Karen.
I certainly think so. I think at times France were definitely on top, and perhaps you could argue that England scored against the run of play, but certainly proved the quality that they have in terms of the build-up. And since that goal went in, they've certainly been on top ever since. So really, really pleased with what I've seen, and I'm certainly looking forward to the second half.
Half-time, England 1, and she's got England ahead here. Looks like France might be about to make a change as well, and we saw on Friday how Portugal made changes and England struggled to adapt to them, so let's see how England will adapt to the change that the French are making. So, Faza off, O'Shen coming on to replace her. And it's France that will be getting the second half underway. More of the same then needed for England. Karen Bartley?
Yes, absolutely. I think they were just starting to get to grips with Besho and Sangari, and now there's a new face that are going to cause some problems to this England back line. I think she's a really talented player that's just come on as well, very technical and very, very full of running. So it will be interesting to see how England adapt.
No changes at the break then for England. Plenty of good options on the bench though. Tottenham's Ella Morris. Back to Goldie, who, under a bit of pressure from Sangari, hacks it away. One back by Morris. France using the full width of the pitch. Off Missy, good win out for a France throw in. Into Hannah Quinn, who had a couple of shots from range for France in that first half. That's well won by England though. On the attack now. Missy Beaucairns into Katie Robinson. Ella Morris from range! Stings the palms of the goalkeeper. Really well struck effort.
That was delightful. What a great strike. Just a bit fortunate there in terms of the set for her, but Ella Morris is happy to have a fantastic shot on target. She connects with it, and it's absolutely lovely, but forces a great save from Petitot.
England with the resulting corner then. Can they double their lead early on in this second half? Missy Beaucairns puts his delivery in. It's a good punch from the goalkeeper. And free kick will be given for France. I suspect for a foul on the goalkeeper. Brave goalkeeping. Karen Bartley, former goalkeeper yourself?
Yeah, you can say that. No, she did very, very well coming through a crowd, numbers. And I think that's what you want from your keeper in those really congested times, is for them to just come through with a claim, a punch, a catch. It's a great leap here, though. But yeah, really, really well dealt with from Petitot.
Good series of saves from her at the start of this second half. England have started brightly, though. McLaughlin meets it. Simons wins it well in the midfield. Real midfield enforcer. Maisie Simons on the ball again now. Spreads it out to Robinson, just a little overhit, and it'll roll out for goal kick for France.
I love that England have started on the front foot. Like you say, they've taken that first half aggression and brought it into the second after the break.
Lemoel a little unhappy with that aggression from England, though. Seems to have got a bit of a knock.
Nah, there's nothing in it for me. It looks like it's just a 50-50.
Diaz. Petitot. Well met by Denton. And again, one back by Maisie Simons. Robinson will leave for Morris. A little bit heavy touch from Lozelle, but Morris will bail out her teammate.
At times you can see that England are just waiting for a more structured attack. They don't want to get caught in this kind of transitional game, but I do think that directness is helpful at times.
On the attack, England now with Goodwin. 3 white shirts in the box to aim for. She goes back to Denton. Infield and finds Morris. Well, the French players behind the ball, except their two centre forwards. That's the nice pass into McLaughlin. Still with Leicester's Missy Goodwin. England zipping the ball around into Missy Beaucourt's lovely little back heel, and Izzy Goodwin with the effort off the bar, and good save in the end by Betty too. England come very close to getting a second.
I love the ingenuity there from Missy Beaucourt. Recognizes where the defender is. She's going to roll her, but no, she turns back inside. A little back heel and an opportunity for Isabel Goodwin. And oh, so close as it hits the post. And Missy Goodwin just following up. It's a shame that didn't go in.
England have started this second half really well. A number of very good opportunities, forcing saves, hitting the post, in swinging corner. It's a French head that meets it, and Morris from range. This time can't quite get her effort on target, but England are pushing for a second.
They are. In those moments, you can see the freedom that they're playing with, the creativity. That's what Missy Beaucourt brings to this England side as well. But yeah, Isabel Goodwin's had a great game so far.
France try to respond. Really good defending from Denton. England looking confident. They're zipping the ball around here. Nice pitch here. The Lamex Stadium pristine. As Morris runs in field. Up to Goodwin. Missy Beaucourt trying to slot it through for Olivia McLaughlin, who made that run from midfield.
Again, you can see what Olivia McLaughlin's trying to do, and there's just a bit too much weight on that pass from Missy Beaucourt. But at one point, it was 5v4 in favor of England on the attack, and you could see that the French centre-backs look uncomfortable.
All England at the start of this second half. One back by Missy Goodwin into Denton. France play it forward, looking for the run of Vicky Béchot. Rendell on the edge of where she's allowed in her box.
Well done, Ella Morris, by the way, getting across that run from Vicky Béchot, slowing any sort of danger down and giving Kayla Rendell the opportunity to patrol her box a bit higher.
Nice pass from Rendell out to Denton. McLaughlin. Morris into the channel for Robinson, just too central, too close to the French goalkeeper.
Again, the idea is right, you know, just the weight of pass needs to just take a bit out of it. It's a good high line from England here in terms of, you know, chauffeuring Vicky Béchot into the spaces that they're happy to give her. Keeping her honest and onside is going to be a big task.
Forward from Rendell, up to Goodwin. France win it back. Hannah Quinn up to Béchot. Space out on the right, overlapping run. And there's blue shirts in the box, up to Sangare, who got there first, but couldn't direct their header on target.
France are really throwing the numbers here. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's another one, 7 on the opposite side, forward. 4 in the England box.
That probably France's best chance in the second half.
No, indeed.
Really well worked out there by England, up to Goodwin. Lays it off to Kearns. Denton steaming forward. And the ball looking for the run of Robinson. Cut out well by Diaz.
I'm enjoying the versatility that I'm seeing from Isabel Goodwin, you know, being able to link up play, being able to drop in and be a target, but also as soon as she makes that pass, again, joins in and tries to drop the back line off.
England in possession. All the way back to Kayla Rendell. Denton forward, cut out by the French skipper, Getcher, who's wearing the armband now that Fazier's gone off. England spread the play. Kearns, Robinson, nice one-touch football from England. McLaughlin is through, saved by the feet of Petitot. England with another very good opportunity.
What a great run. What a fantastic run there from Olivia McLaughlin. Again, Izzy Goodwin takes the initial attention away, draws a defender across. And here comes flying in Olivia McLaughlin, but what a tremendous save from the French goalkeeper in a 1v1 situation. More of that, please.
She's keeping her side in it, and I suspect Emma Coates will be very pleased what she's seeing in this second half. Olivia McLaughlin making quite a few runs from deep and getting some joy from it, Karen.
Absolutely, it's a difficult run to track, isn't it? You know, in terms of the progressive passing as well, that's, you know, yeah, it's a big threat coming from midfield areas.
Chance for France on the horizon. Lemuel. Committed bodies forward into the box. It's a cross and it's cleared well by Morris because Besho was there. Still France come. That's really good play from McLaughlin. Just forcing the foul, winning the free kick and giving England the chance to clear their lines. As I said, plays their football for Rangers, one of the few players that doesn't play in England. And the Scottish league, top-tier league, is so exciting at the moment. I believe 4 sides are all on 51 points at the top of the table.
It's very tight, isn't it?
Head injury here for one of the French players, but Olivia McLaughlin going over to chat to her manager Emma Coates.
Again, I guess for me, in terms of Olivia McLaughlin and her impact in this team so far, you know, like you say, she's starting in the midfield, making those really deep runs that are difficult to track, especially for a centre back when you're trying to accept. And what we've seen tonight from the French is that they're not terribly keen tracking their runners. They're so keen to get their numbers forward that there's a lot of space in the midfield. And what we're also seeing is the passes are so well timed to meet those runs into the area as well. So they're getting a lot of joy, England, through those runs as well.
Yes, England looking much more fluid in attack than France in this second half. And we look like we're about to see a change. Sonia Bonpastor, Chelsea's manager, watching on with friends and family.
Substitutions for England in the field. Number 9, Isabel Goodwin.
A change then, so off comes Isabel Goodwin, scored her first England goal today. That goal, the difference between these sides as things stand. Michelle Adjiman coming on. Katie Reid also coming on, replacing Ella Morris.
And in the midfield, number 5, Naomi Lizelle.
and Naomi Lizelle making way for Niamh Herron. So 3 England changes there. Isabel Goodwin has had a really good hour, got her first England goal, really showed what she was about. And sorry, Karen,
No.
I've spoken to a lot of people in and around the Arsenal setup as well. Michelle Adjeman, she's on loan, but she's an Arsenal player, and Katie Reid, a young defender. People speak very, very highly of these players. As England come forward with Adjeman, just come on the pitch. The ball across will be kept alive by Robinson. Got 2 goals against Germany in the last match, Adjeman.
No, she was absolutely fantastic against Germany, wasn't she? Just pouncing on top of any sort of mistakes.
I've even heard some people in and around the Arsenal setup talk about Katie Reid as the next Leah Williamson, only 18 years of age.
Some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, I put the pressure on there, haven't I?
A little bit. I think Katie Reid will happily be Katie Reid in her own right.
As I said, only 18, so could be playing in the under-19 setup, but playing at age level above. Adjeman also a teenager herself, 19 years old. Well, I always think 19, you're not really a teenager. I know you are, but at the upper end of it.
You have to explain that logic to me later.
You can drive, you can vote, you can drink. There we go.
Adult.
Yes, exactly. Interesting to see how these England changes affect things, because England look to be the team in the ascendancy. Defending to do now, though. France coming forward, the effort from range deflected, an easy catch for Rendell. Substitute Herron into the other England substitute, Reid. Couldn't quite find that pass in between the 2 France defenders. France clear downfield. McLaughlin has a pocket picked. Vicky Besho. Sangari to aim for her ball across. Goes all the way across and out for a throw-in. England look a little on the back foot.
That was very bright from Sonia O'Shea.
Substitutions from France in the field number for
Pressing so quickly and turning it a regain into an attack in the blink of an eye.
Changes then for France. Judith Coquette off for Luan Joly. And the other change for France sees Besha go off for Roth. Adjeman. Trying to hold up the ball. Back with Rastocler. Square to Diaz. Really excited to see Michelle Adjeman on loan at Brighton and Hove, but as I said, an Arsenal player. Scored 2 goals last time out, described by the England manager Emma Coates as being lethal in front of goal. And those 2 goals she scored against Germany were very well taken.
No, they really were. If you haven't seen the highlights, I certainly suggest you go and watch them. She certainly strikes with authority, doesn't she?
She really does. That first goal, one back after Germany tried to play it around the back, just slammed it into the top corner. No saving that. Also, so great for her to be getting game time at Brighton alongside Nikita Paris, learning from one of England's very good players of the past around 10 years or so. Nikita Paris has been in and around the setup for ages, called up again recently. As France come forward now. Cut out well by Goldie, and then, oh, 2 blocks. I think the second one accidentally blocked by the French forward, and that, actually the painful one.
Yeah, she gets an earful of Shen. It looks to me there's been a bit of a change in the French formation as well. Just trying to get to grips with it. I think the fullbacks are still getting forward, so it becomes a bit of a 4-2-4, but at times fluid between a 4-3-3 as well. So Shane kind of driving forward more centrally.
And McCoat's just giving some instructions to her side in this moment. Looks like Ocean will be okay to continue, but on a cold night like this, ball smacked in your ear is just...
It stings.
Not what you want. One thing you don't miss about the game, Karen.
No.
France coming forward then. Katie Reed across well. Commanding challenge. Maisie Simmons watching, the ball goes in. Sangare with the header. Comfortable save by Rendell, but Sangare's second header in this second half. She's an aerial threat.
Indeed, I think the ball in is a little too easy in terms of, you know, can that cross be blocked at source? But Taya Goldie does well to kind of put Sangare off so she doesn't make a clean contact.
And will England rue those chances that they couldn't take at the start of this second half? Because game a little more even now. France having chances.
I'll tell you what, it's gone to a 4-diamond 4, I think, is what it is. So really, England will be outnumbered in the midfield. Could be interesting.
Heron to Reed. Robinson's made the run. Really nice threaded pass. Robinson up against Diaz. Delivery comes in! And for a moment, Karen Barnes, I thought that was sailing in.
It did look like it was going to drop just under the crossbar, but, you know, unfortunately for Katie Robinson, it didn't. But she's so dangerous from those areas. I'd like to see Missy Goodwin maybe cut in inside just a little bit more to try to get across the defender. But again, really dangerous ball from Katie Robinson.
That looked like a bit of a Beth Mead cross come shot, didn't it?
Yeah, you just got to learn from the best.
When you score one of those, you've always got to pretend that it was what you meant.
Again, good leadership, I think, from Missy Bo-Kearns, recognizing to slow the pace down a little bit.
Simons does well to hold on to it. England just trying to take the sting out of the game, keep possession. Forward from Heron.
Big shift from Olivia McLaughlin as well, trying to get some structure into the England press.
Forward ball cut out well by Heron. Missy Goodwin can't quite get that under control. Nice interchange from France down this right, but cross comes Taya Goldie. Oh, corner given though.
No, she's not happy with that decision at all.
Hard to see from that angle, actually. But England have a corner to defend nonetheless. They lead France by goal to 0. Good looking delivery. Ball put back in across goal, headed out by Goldie. The ref's going to have to pause play because Missy Beaucamp is down holding her head, and the rules dictate if a player is down with a head injury, we must rightly pause play.
Again, for me, that ball into the area is too easy. We just need to be able to get pressure on the ball a little bit tighter there from Niamh Hearn. I think Emma Coates will be pretty pleased with what she's seen so far. I think with this formation change from France, I think they're starting to grab a little bit more momentum back into the game.
They're enjoying what they're seeing anyway. England winning by goal to 0 with less than 20 minutes remaining. Isabel Goodwin, her first ever England goal in the first half. Kayla Rendell then with the ball. Balls it out to Goldie. Missy Beaucamp's okay to carry on. That's a nice ball down the line for Adjaman. Oh, can't quite grip in there. Keep it in and collides with, I think that's Lexi Lloyd-Smith on the touchline. England want a handball there. Referee content with that. That's good play from England. Adjaman trying to do the little trick. Doesn't quite come off.
Yeah, Adjaman's a slightly different striker to Isabel Goodwin that was on earlier, so she's going to have to continue to kind of look to keep holding play up a little bit more, allow the England midfield to join in.
Reid up to Adjaman, lovely flick on to Maisie Simons. Ball across, only meets the French player. There's a French player down off the screen. And the ball does go out of play now. And a chance for, I think it might be Diaz to get a bit of treatment.
Yeah, just look when Adjaman was looking to get the ball and flicked it on, which is a great bit of skill, by the way. I just clipped her in the shins.
Might be because they wear such tiny shin pads these days. Fairly protects the shins. Adjaman now into the box, and that's going to be a free kick. Just a little over-eager to get there ahead of Rastakla.
I love that, though. I really do. She's so enthusiastic, and there's no malice in it whatsoever. She's just so keen to make an impact in this game.
More French changes in the offing. She's represented England at all the different age levels. Michelle Adjaman, as I said, 18, but playing for England under 23s. Let's have a look at the England goal, though, now, the one that separates these sides.
Yeah, it's a great ball in there from Missy Beaucamp, but again, just the desire from Isabel Goodwin to get on the end of it and ensure that, regardless of it being saved initially, that ball finds the back of the net. So I like that determination from her. Again, she's had such an impact, hasn't she, in the championship this year.
Her first goal in an England shirt. Nice moment for her to celebrate. And if things stay as they are, it will be the winning goal. So Diaz, Arastocla, both okay. Time ticking away, quarter of an hour remaining. England boxing France in. It's well worked out though, up to Sangare. Forward ball over, cut out by Denton. And Olivia McLaughlin wins it back. Goes back to Niamh Heron. Plays for Birmingham in the Championship. Adjiman now. 3 French players around her, and oh dear. Just surrounded by blue shirts, and that looks rather painful actually.
Substitution for France.
Number 6, Jolie. She might have stepped on her stomach there.
Yeah, a bit of frustration, it looks like, creeping into this French side.
So 2 changes then for France. Sangare off for Le Gully, and Elimbi Gilbert on as well for Lijari. England free kick. Now for a France goal kick.
I'd have to say, I think England are, you know, quelling any sort of French enthusiasm they're trying to muster. I think Adjiman doing a really good job with the press, trying to force everything wide, not letting France play through the middle.
England win the throw-in. Adjiman flicks it on well. Maisie Simons in for Katie Robinson, who gets it across goal, and Adjiman blocked on the line. Olivia McLaughlin from range, and France clear.
What delightful ball from Katie Robinson as well. Again, creates that separation, so she gets that ball in that really dangerous central area where Adjiman is camped out, as any 9 should be, constantly framing the goal. Some great defensive blocks and emergency defending from the French.
That's a really nice ball. French shirts flooding forward. The ball across, finds the side netting though. England will be pleased to see that.
You know, England have limited France to some low percentage opportunities on goal, haven't they? Nothing's really troubled Kayla Rendell too much tonight, has it?
Missy Goodwin's night comes to an end then, and she's replaced by Bristol City's Lexi Lloyd-Smith. 8 goals in 13 championship games. Bristol City, another team trying to get promoted back into the Women's Super League, and Lexi Lloyd-Smith, big part of that journey. Oh, this is a dangerous moment for England. Oh, and the shot was a tame one in the end.
You know, sometimes when there's those tame shots, as you say, it almost takes more concentration because you've played it through in your brain over and over and over. And at this point in time,
attendance this evening here at the Wembley Stadium, 2,809. Thank you very much for coming out and seeing and showing your support.
Really good attendance here this evening, 2,809. Really good crowd for a cold Tuesday night out here in Stevenage. France coming forward though, trying to get that leveller. Sharp intake of breath from you there, Karen, as it went straight at Kerner Rendell.
Yeah, I did. I was just watching a few things off the ball, and Gilbert was just creeping her way into the box, and I just thought, ooh, if that ball went across, she'd be wide open, but fortunately for England, didn't.
It's a really good showing as well. Over 2,800 people here.
No, genuinely, I think, you know, casting myself back a few years, we never got crowds like this at 19s or 21s games, even European Championships. So this is fantastic for people to see the future senior lionesses.
Adjumant can't quite help that on to Robinson. Well played by Simons. Reed. Loose passing from France. Denton. Back with Goldie. Heron a little loose in her touch there. France come forward, O'Shea. Really good challenge from Katie Reed there.
Great tackle, great footwork.
And she sets Katie Robinson away. She won't be able to keep that in. She's done a lot of running this evening.
No, indeed, she's put in a huge shift, Katie Robinson. But look at this here from Katie Reed. Brilliant composure, not only to win the ball, but then also to set England on their way.
Leah Williamson-esque. Well, marshalled again by Reed, back to Heron. Can England work it out under pressure? Reed up to Adjumant. Really great close control in the air from Adjumant. One back by Diaz.
It's good management from England. Adjumant getting pressure on the ball, but realizes that she still needs to stay and fill in some passing lanes. Selfless defensive work, and the confidence from these young players is so impressive.
Good tackle again from Reed. Time ticking away here for France to get back in it. Last time these sides played, England won by a single goal to nil. That was Katie Robinson. As things stand, England lead by Isabel Goodwin's goal from that first half. Defending to do for Denton, though, who can only give away the corner.
Some fresh legs on for France. Going to make it obviously more difficult for the likes of Anouk Denton, who's played a very, very solid game, but yeah, certainly been getting up and down the pitch as well. Every England player back in the penalty box to defend this. Delivery comes in, and Denton knocks it out for another France corner. Concentration's key here. First contacts, block your runners.
Good flat delivery. Only so far there's Jolie, who lobs it back in. Adjiman blocks that out for another corner.
Again, concentration. You can see the desire and the will from England to get this result over the line.
Two captains marking each other closely. So France's third corner in quick succession. Front post, free kick given for England, and that is just what you want from that situation as a England player. Chance to get up the pitch and break up the play.
Definitely ease the threat from those French corners. I mean, statistically, it's only a matter of time when you keep conceding them that you're going to cause yourself some trouble. So England will be grateful to be back in possession.
Substitution for England in the field. Number 4, Maisie Simmons.
Maisie Simmons making way then. Good game from her in midfield. She's replaced by Ruby Grant, one of the few players that plays her football elsewhere other than England. Plays for Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. Also had a spell in Sweden at BK Häcken. It was a good experience for young players to go abroad. France now coming forward. The ball across, hooked away by Heron. Only so far as Jolie. She goes from range. And that's out of play.
Again, you're happy as a keeper having your defense chauffeur the threat away from goal from distance as well. No threat there to Kayla Renda's goal.
French manager Fabien Lefebvre looking at back-to-back defeats. Scrappy passage of play. France can't come forward. Adjiman. Lexi Lloyd-Smith wins it, and Katie Robinson had made the run. She finds it though. I think Robinson wanted it in front of her, but it's good play from the Villa forward just to hold on to the ball. Lloyd-Smith back to Denton.
I think Ruby Grant just needs to get a touch of the ball.
Well, one back by McLaughlin, but Ruby Grant substitute behind her. Is it square to her, out to Lloyd-Smith. Robinson and Adjiman in the box, and Lloyd-Smith went from range. Comfortable for Petitot.
Yeah, I think at this stage in the game, that's not exactly what it needs.
As you say, France now, the chance to come forward. Katie Reid with the challenge on Elimbi Gilbert, and Reid wins it back.
Oh, brilliant.
Adjiman trying to take that on the turn, wants the free kick. As we enter the final 60 seconds. Effort from range. Watched all the way by Kyla Rendell. She's not had to make too many spectacular saves in this game. A lot of them straight at her, but she's been there when required.
No, she has. I think, again, going back to the defence, the back four in front of her tonight have kept things relatively easy distance for Kayla Rendell, and she's made things look easy, which to me is usually the sign of a good goalkeeper as well. But I think the additions, the subs have made an impact as well. I think Katie Reid's been very, very good at keeping this left-sided attack on France at bay.
Jolie. Grant harrying her. Goldie clears. 5 minutes then. 5 minutes of stoppage time. That will give the French a bit of optimism. Hooked away by Taya Goldie. Another ball out into the parking lot. England just need to see this out.
Discipline.
Hooked long again by Goldie. Diaz. Met again by Goldie. Reed this time forward. Adjiman, good control from that aerial ball and wins the free kick this time. Good hold-up play.
Again, Adjiman's not getting caught up in, you know, the physical battle of it. You know, she's staying composed. She recognizes that people are going to try to put her off her game, and she's not getting involved in any of that. Just doing the job.
Missy Beaucan's nearly getting it under control. Hits the referee. We'll play on.
I think Missy Beaucan's has had a good night tonight.
Really good diagonal switch. Taya Goldie, wonderful block. And then Heron with the follow-up. Slid into the path of Katie Robinson. We know she can run up to Adjiman. Flag is up. Just went a little too early. Michelle Adjiman just dribbles the ball away.
But oh, there it is. Look at that in terms of the trigger to release the pass, the movement for the trigger. It's that connectivity.
Good defending from France to step up though, and
It was clever, yeah.
do that offside trap. Back with Jolie. O'Shern. Lloyd Smith gets the free kick. Did well to stay on her feet. I always think it's good when the referee, when a player tries to stay on their feet, but the referee gives the foul anyway, you know? Encourages players not to dive.
England are doing really well in terms of getting into that mid to low block, and the discipline that it takes to do that, to see out a game. It's not easy. There's a level of concentration and communication that's required. And England have done very well. Hopefully they'll see it out.
Breaks kindly for Lexi Lloyd-Smith into the path of Michelle Adjiman. Still with Adjiman, and she couldn't quite pick out a teammate with the back pass. Prize of shoot. Ruby Grant obliges. Straight up Petitot. Diaz. Casey Reed gets a leg in, and then it's hooked away by Grant.
Katie Reed's looking very, very wise and like a very good player beyond her years. She's got her eye on the ball. She's not really that focused about the movement. She's just...
That's a wonderful ball in behind. Good work, though, from Goldie. She's been really good at the heart of that England defence. Some really good blocks, good clearances, and that. A really good run alongside the centre forward.
No, she's getting her body in the way, isn't she? Sacrificing herself.
Adjiman on the halfway line as well. Good strength. Holds it up under pressure. Wins the free kick, and that's just what England need.
So powerful.
We've played the 5 minutes there, at the discretion of the referee. Out to Lloyd Smith. There is the full-time whistle then. England have beaten France by 1-0. That single goal coming from Isabelle Goodwin, her first ever goal in an England shirt. A really good finish in the first half. Missy-Bo Kearns with the cross. She headed it on goal. The goalkeeper saved it, but she was there for the follow-up to knock it in. In the second half, England had chances. They struck the woodwork. Overall, Karen Bartley alongside me, England deserving of the win.
I think so. I think we saw a very resolute English defence performance. Everyone worked hard over the pitch to get that result. And I think clinical when needed to be in front of goal. I'm really pleased for Isabelle Goodwin being able to convert, you know, her first goal for England as well in a determined manner, in a brave manner, which I love to see. So yeah, really pleased that England have come out and clawed back a result off the disappointment of last Thursday's loss against Germany.
Back to winning ways then for Emma Coates' England under-23s. Really good performance and a 1-0 win over France. Full time here, England 1, France 0. And let's have a look at the highlights then from this game. So it was France who had the first effort on goal. The woodwork struck from a corner.
Great leap from Rastcliffe there.
England, though, had chances, and this their goal from Isabelle Goodwin.
Again, great ball in here, whipped in by Missy-Bo Kearns into that central area where Isabelle Goodwin was gleefully waiting.
Big broad grin on her face as she saw the net bulge.
It's a great run across the keeper as well. Lovely creative play there again from Missy-Bo Kearns. It's a great little link up here. Good effort on target from Isabelle Goodwin and a follow-up from Missy Goodwin as well. Unfortunate that didn't go in, but great effort from the French goalkeeper. And the threats continued, didn't they, Flo? Fantastic save there again from the French goalkeeper, Petitot. That lethal midfield run from Olivia McLaughlin. Hoping to see a few more goals from those areas, but really pleased with the overall performance.
So the recent results then for this England under-23 sides. On Thursday, they lost by 3-2 against Germany, and tonight it finished here. England 1, France 0. So a win then for Emma Coates. Final thoughts from you, Karen Bartley?
Again, I think she was asking for better decision-making in terms of, you know, understanding which passes on and when to play it. The possession was tidier, I think, from what I remember from the game on Thursday against Germany, and ultimately they got the result in the end. So yeah, lots of creative play. I think she'd be really, really happy with the things that she's seen. The principles are all there and they've been well executed. So yeah, I think she'd be really pleased with what she's seen, Flo.
Thanks for watching, and that's it for our coverage. Final score here, England under-23s 1, France 0.